Hello again, it's Mrs. Kramer. I'm here today to show you how to create a winter tree collage where we're going to focus on a background, making trees, and also showing how the trees are near and far. So the first step is to have a piece of blue paper, and I'm going to take a piece of chalk and draw a line from side to side. And this line is going to represent the snowy hills in my collage. Now I'm going to take the side of my chalk and I'm going to rub in this area to make it look like snow. And it takes a little work and fill in those areas. I like to turn my paper so I can get a better layer of snow. So I'm happy with my snow that I created. Next I can add some snowflakes in the sky. A couple different ways to make this. You can add little dots, show that it's snowing. You could create big dots. And some people like to draw an actual snowflake. There's that kind. There could be this kind. It's really up to you, however you think a snowflake should look in your art. Maybe it could be a combination of both. Okay, now I'm going to put my chalk away. The next thing I need to get will be my paper for my trees. And today you'll have 3 different colors and 3 different sizes. We have bright green, green, and dark green. So here's a little trick to make a tree. On my first one, I'm going to make a dot at the top, about halfway in, and now I'm going to draw a line from the dot to the corner and down. Corner and down. Before I cut, I'm going to add some designs, maybe some stripy patterns to make my tree special. Okay, and here comes my second tree. Again, a dot at the top, line to the corner. And I'm going to make each tree a little different. Some wavy lines in here. And I'm pushing really hard so this black crayon really shows. And now here's my large tree. Dot at the top, line to the corner. So I'm going to think about the placement of my trees, my composition, which means to arrange and rearrange until I like it. But trees, when we see them on top of mountains and hills, the biggest one is going to be the closest one. So this one is near, and the smallest one is far. Now the middle one, the medium-sized one, is going to go somewhere in between. But before I glue, I'm going to check for composition, which means to arrange and rearrange until I like it. I could put it there, I could put it over here, and it's okay if they overlap. So I think I like this composition, and it shows me near and far and one in between. Now I'm ready to glue. For this, I just like to put a line of glue all the way around the edge, not too much glue. And I leave a little space there, because the reason behind that is so that when I push down the paper and the glue, it doesn't squish out as much. There's one. I'll do my near one. Again, just a little line of glue, not a lot. This one's going to go on top. And it's okay if it covered my snowflake, because I still have space to go back and add more details. And that's going to have this one overlap a little bit. Okay, so if you're happy with your composition, you can stop there, or you can add more details in your sky. The last step will be to frame your artwork and to glue your art story on. So here's a nice piece of black paper, and I want to center it, which means put it in the middle and try to get a nice, even black line all the way around. And that looks pretty good. So I'm going to flip this over, and same thing like the trees, just a line around the edges, not a lot. Okay. Now I got to flip it back over and try to get it back there nice and even. And press down the sides. Because it's chalk, it's going to be really messy. I'm going to wait to give it a back rub until I flip it over. And now I can give it a back rub and help that glue stick. All right. And the last part is to glue in our glue story. This tells your family and friends at home what we made and why. And again, another back rub. And then don't forget to write your name on this. I'm going to write Mrs. Kramer. All right. And now this is ready to go on the drying rack. Voila! Thanks for joining me.